Okay, hear me out. All right. So I'm reading Genesis, right? And I'm reading about the fall. Now, the other day, I watched The Devil's Advocate. It's a good movie. It has Keanu Reeves in it, and I want to say it's not Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. And anyways, there's a scene in the last part of the movie, right, where Keanu Reeves' character, right, realizes that his actual father is Satan, okay, that conceived him on earth. And in this scene, he realizes from his upbringing, because he was actually raised by a Christian woman, a Christian household, he realizes that what Satan has planned, he would have to submit, meaning the devil doesn't make you do anything. And he realized that. He's just like, but in order for your plan to go through, I would have to choose to do it. So, like God gives us free will, so does the devil. Let me explain. So, in the Garden of Eden, right? They're saying, oh, yeah, Satan pushed her into this. No, he didn't. He presented a question, okay? And Eve, knowing what God told her, it's like, you can eat anywhere, just not from the tree of knowledge, right? Because if you do, you'll die. And her curiosity killed it for her. So he's over here enticing her. He's like, oh no, you're not going to die, blah, 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 blah. But reality, technically, it does lead to death, because sin leads to death, ultimate demise, right? So how the devil grabs a foothold of us, right, is he doesn't force us to do anything. He does seduce us, though. He seduces us with a version of free will that's laced with ego and illusion. The difference between him, right, creating this free will, and God's free will is rooted, is rooted in love and truth. The enemy's version is rooted in pride and distortion. And yes, Eve wasn't robbed. She was invited to surrender her peace. You see where I'm going with this? And that's the tragedy. You're surrendering your peace for what? Temporary pleasure? So while I like the song by Torrin Wells that says, take it all back, the chorus line is, I'm storming the gates of hell. Tell the devil he won't own my soul. I'm taking back what the enemy stole. Except for the enemy didn't steal anything from you. Okay, it's a powerful song, don't get me wrong. Okay, I love that song. But when it gets to the point where it says, I'm taking it all back from what the enemy stole, I stop and I pause. I'm like, wait, he didn't steal anything from me. Okay? I ultimately surrendered to the illusion that he created so that I would be, more enticed to follow through with what God does not want me to do. Does that make sense? So the enemy, he didn't steal our peace. He offered a trade, right? He said, hey, here's this. He's going to make an illusion, make it super alluring and enticing. And he wants you to trade your peace, your truth, for lies and deception. And ultimately, what happens when we sin? We know we shouldn't have done it. We automatically, like Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, automatically feel this shame because we know better. So I just wanted to share that with you.